Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're heading back to the incredible RC045 Crawler Park here in the Netherlands, where the volunteers have once again been hard at work creating another awesome obstacle for us to conquer. Every time I visit this place, there's something new to discover, and that's exactly what makes this crawler park so much fun. Now, I don't want to spoil too much just yet, because I want you to experience it for yourselves. I'll just say this. The newest obstacle is waiting for us near the end of today's video, and I have to admit, it might just be the most frustrating obstacle I've ever attempted. Seriously, I've climbed steep rock faces, squeezed through impossible gates, balanced on tiny ledges, and crawled over obstacles that looked completely ridiculous. But this one had me laughing, scratching my head, and wondering if my Axial Capra had suddenly decided it no longer wanted to cooperate. Thankfully, the Capra is equipped with four-wheel steering, giving it an incredible turning radius and making technical sections much easier to tackle. Of course, that doesn't automatically mean the obstacle becomes easy. Sometimes even four-wheel steering isn't enough to save the driver. Before we reach that ultimate challenge, let's enjoy everything this fantastic crawler park has to offer. Expect plenty of technical lines, tricky climbs, beautiful scenery, and hopefully a few moments where skill beats luck, although I'm not making any promises. So grab your favorite drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy another day of crawling with the Axial Capra. Let's see if we can conquer the course, and more importantly, let's find out if that mysterious new obstacle can finally be beaten. If you've seen my previous Axial Capra video, and if you haven't, I'll leave a link at the end of this one. You probably already know that things didn't exactly go according to plan. As it turns out, the Capra isn't the perfect crawler for every obstacle on this course. And let's be honest, I'm definitely not a hardcore crawler. I'm much more of a basher, so every now and then my driving style gives that away. Instead of carefully picking the perfect line, I sometimes just hope for the best and see what happens. Even though the Axial Capra is an absolutely fantastic crawler, I think it's simply a little too wide for some of the obstacles in this beautiful crawler park. Those portal axles stick out quite a bit, and on some sections, there's just not enough room to squeeze through cleanly. And just when I thought things couldn't get any more interesting, the front steering servo decided it had done enough for one day and completely gave up. So the day ended with a broken servo and another repair waiting for me back home. For today's adventure, I fitted a brand new front steering servo and also swapped the large 2.2-inch wheels for a set of smaller 1.9-inch wheels. The idea was simple: lower the center of gravity and hopefully make the Capra a little more capable on the tighter obstacles. Well, lowering the center of gravity definitely helped. The Capra feels more stable now, especially on side hills and technical climbs, but unfortunately, there was one problem I simply couldn't fix. No matter which wheels I install, those wide portal axles still make the Capra a very wide crawler. That means some obstacles are almost ridiculously easy for the Capra. It climbs them like they're not even there, but on other obstacles, it just doesn't fit. Sometimes the width becomes the biggest challenge, and there's simply no driving skill that can change the laws of physics. So today's mission is to find out if these upgrades have made enough of a difference, or if that brand new obstacle is about to embarrass both me and the Capra all over again. I've got to admit, I am a bit bummed that even though the Axial Capra is super capable, it's just not the right crawler for every obstacle here at the awesome RC045 Crawler Park in the Netherlands. But hey, I'm more of a solutions kind of person. Instead of trying to force the Capra to do stuff it's not really built for, I figured it might be time to add another crawler to the collection. The idea is simple. Have the right crawler for every obstacle and just enjoy everything this place has to offer. At first, I thought I'd just grab an Axial SCX10. Easy, right? Yeah, not really. There are so many versions, plus a bunch of other brands all competing for your attention. I ended up spending hours watching YouTube reviews, comparisons, trail runs, and deep dives. I checked out the SCX10 Pro Builders Kit, seriously considered the SCX10 Basecamp, but after what felt like 100 videos, I kept coming back to one model, the Axial SCX10 Coyote. For the kind of crawling I want to do here at RC045, it just seemed like the perfect match. Of course, because that's how it always goes, the Axial SCX10 Coyote is completely sold out everywhere in the Netherlands, at least in the color I really wanted. I searched all over and came up empty. Then, totally out of nowhere, something else popped up. While browsing the marketplace, I found a used SCX10 that instantly grabbed my attention. Not because it was pricey, but because it looked totally different from the rest. It's got a really unique body, a spare wheel on the back, a Tamiya next-gen racer figure in the cab, portal axles, an outrunner motor, and it even comes with a Spectrum DX4 transmitter. And on top of that, the seller's throwing in a brand new battery. The more I looked at it, the more I thought, this might actually be too good to pass up. Since I was already planning to get an SCX10 anyway, this suddenly turned into a pretty interesting opportunity. So, I decided to go for it. And of course, you're all coming along for the ride. I'll show you exactly what shows up. We'll check everything out together, hit the rocks, and see how this SCX10 actually performs. But there's also that question a lot of people wonder about. Is buying a secondhand RC actually a smart way to save money, or are you just picking up someone else's problems? Well, I guess we're about to find out. And why couldn't I just ignore this deal? Including shipping, I paid just 150 euros, about $170, for the crawler, the transmitter, the brand new battery, and everything else. Honestly, that sounds almost too good to be true. So now I'm really hoping I scored an absolute bargain and not the world's most expensive mystery box. Only one way to find out. Let's see what shows up. One of the things I love most about crawling here at RC045 is how incredibly natural this place feels. Everywhere you look, there are rocks, trees, bushes, moss, roots, and winding trails. Sometimes it honestly feels less like an RC crawler course and more like you're driving through a miniature mountain landscape. That natural look is exactly what makes this crawler park so special. Every obstacle blends perfectly into the surroundings, and every season gives the park a completely different character. No two visits ever feel exactly the same. But creating a place like this is one thing. Keeping it this beautiful is a completely different challenge. Nature never takes a day off. The bushes keep growing, the weeds keep spreading, branches fall onto the trails, grass grows between the rocks, and before you know it, an obstacle that was perfectly drivable a week ago is almost disappearing under the vegetation. It's honestly a never-ending job. The volunteers can spend an entire day working here, cutting back bushes, trimming trees, clearing weeds, removing branches, cleaning the trails, repairing obstacles, and making everything look perfect. Everyone goes home thinking, that looks fantastic. Then a week later, it almost feels like Mother Nature has been laughing at all that hard work. The grass is growing again, new branches are in the way, weeds have returned, and it's time to grab the tools and start all over again. It's a cycle that never really ends, especially during the growing season. And that's exactly why I have so much respect for every single volunteer here at RC045. Most people only see the finished crawler park. They arrive, unload their crawler, enjoy an amazing day, and head home. But what they don't always see are the countless hours of hard work that happen behind the scenes. Building new obstacles, repairing old ones after bad weather, keeping the trails safe, cutting back the endless vegetation, planning new sections, and constantly improving the park so everyone can enjoy an even better experience the next time they visit. None of that happens by itself. It takes an incredible group of passionate people who are willing to give up their own free time simply because they love the hobby and want others to enjoy it too. So I really want to take a moment to thank every single volunteer at RC045. You are all absolute superstars. Your dedication, hard work, and passion are the reason this crawler park continues to grow and improve year after year. Without your efforts, this amazing place simply wouldn't exist in the condition it does today. I know your work often goes unnoticed because people mainly see the end result, but believe me, it is appreciated more than you probably realize. So from me, and I'm sure from many other RC enthusiasts as well, a massive thank you for everything you do. You truly are the heart and soul of RC045, and every day we get to enjoy this incredible crawler park is thanks to your amazing efforts. You guys are absolute legends. And here it is, the infamous new obstacle. At first glance, it looks incredibly simple. Just a wooden ramp leading onto a perfectly round Trespa platform. Easy, right? Well, not even close. The moment all four wheels are on the platform, the real challenge begins. The entire disc is mounted on a super smooth bearing, so as soon as the crawler's weight is on it, gravity takes over and the whole platform starts spinning. And believe me, it just keeps turning. You almost get dizzy just watching it. Every time you think you found the perfect line, the platform rotates underneath you and throws you completely off course. It's much harder than it looks. Now, I'm a basher more than a crawler, so when driving slowly doesn't seem to work anymore, my brain comes up with one simple solution: more throttle. Point it in the right direction, squeeze the trigger, and hope everything works out exactly as planned. And this time, thankfully, it actually worked. And just like that, we've arrived at the final obstacle of today's adventure. A huge pile of wooden posts stacked on top of each other. It might look a little chaotic, but this is exactly the kind of obstacle the Axial Capra absolutely loves. With its four-wheel steering and incredible articulation, it can really show what it's capable of here. I hope you've enjoyed coming along on today's crawling adventure. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any future RC adventures. As always, thank you so much for watching, thank you for all your amazing support, and for being part of this fantastic RC community. Stay healthy, keep on RCing, and as always, on to the next RC adventure.